Welcome! Today we're taking you on a super fast trip through the Czech Republic, one of Europe's most amazing places. Forget just Prague and beer. This country is full of stories, secrets, and funny habits you'll want to know before you go. We'll find out why you should always look someone in the eye when you clink glasses, and why there are more castles here than anywhere else in Europe. Think of this as your must-have, slightly funny pre-trip guide. Get comfy, maybe grab a drink, and let's jump into old castles, weird traditions, and mind-blowing facts. This adventure has ads, so just relax and enjoy the ride. Ready? Let's explore the amazing Czech Republic together. It's going to be awesome. Let's start with something right out of a fairy tale: castles. The Czech Republic has more castles and fancy homes per square mile than anywhere else in Europe. From the huge Prague castle to the pointy towers of Karlstein, each one has its own story and drama. Imagine planning a trip where your biggest problem is picking which of the thousands of castles to visit first. Having so much history packed in makes the Czech Republic a dream for travelers. It's not just about seeing famous spots, it's about diving into a world where history feels alive. So, make sure you leave space in your plans for some serious castle hopping. It's the classic Czech experience. Let's talk about something super important in the Czech Republic: beer. Czech people drink more beer than anyone else on earth. In many pubs, a glass of beer costs less than water, no joke. Beer isn't just a drink, it's a way of life, a big part of their culture. Pubs are like community living rooms, where everyone hangs out to chat and enjoy a perfectly poured beer. If you order water instead of beer, you might get a funny look. So, when you're in Prague, do what the locals do. Order the beer and enjoy how well it's made. It's not just about getting a good deal, it's about joining a special tradition. Just remember to drink smart. At those prices, it's easy to get carried away. Cheers! Let's take a walk across the famous Charles Bridge in Prague. It's like walking through history. Built in 1357, this amazing stone bridge has lived through floods, wars, and hundreds of years of change. 30 statues of saints stand along the bridge, making it an outdoor art gallery. Walking here feels like stepping back in time, with Prague Castle looking down from above, and the Vltava River flowing below. The bridge used to connect the city's old town and lesser town, making it Prague's most important path. People say eggs were mixed into the cement to make it strong. True or not, it's still standing. For the best visit, go at sunrise, when the fog rises and the city is quiet. It's not just a bridge, it's the heart of Prague. Ready for a challenge? Try Czech, the language that is. It's one of the hardest for English speakers, with 7 different endings for words and pronunciations that twist your tongue. Words like stick your finger through your throat have no vowels. But don't worry, you don't need to speak it perfectly. Czech people appreciate any effort, no matter how clumsy. Learn a few important phrases, don't be afraid to make mistakes, and have a laugh. It shows you're trying to connect with their culture. Think of it as a fun challenge, not a problem. It's all part of the adventure. After trying to speak Czech, you'll want to relax, and spa towns are just the thing. The most famous is Karlovy Vary, a colorful, pretty place with walkways and natural springs. For hundreds of years, kings, queens, and famous musicians have come here for the healing waters. The routine? Sip warm mineral water from special cups as you walk from spring to spring. Enjoy warm baths, mud packs, and massages for the best wellness break. The West Bohemian Spa Triangle, Karlovy Vary, Mariansky Lázně, and Františkovy Lázně, is a special UNESCO site. Each town has its own charm and fancy feel. It's a refreshing, calm way to recharge. Picking mushrooms is a huge hobby in the Czech Republic. Every autumn, families go to the forests at sunrise, baskets in hand, looking for special mushrooms. It's a tradition passed down through families, with secret spots guarded very carefully. The mushrooms become stars in local dishes, from creamy soups to rich stews. This tradition shows how much Czech people love nature and the land. If you're visiting in autumn, don't be surprised to see happy mushroom hunters coming out of the woods. Join in if you get the chance, but always go with someone who knows a lot. It's a unique, down-to-earth part of Czech life. Back in the pub, it's time for a super important tip about manners toasting. When you lift your glass and say, you absolutely must make eye contact. Seriously, don't look at your glass or the table. People say if you don't, you'll have 7 years of bad luck in the bedroom. It's about showing respect and being honest, and Czech people take it seriously. Never cross your arms with someone else's when clinking glasses either. It can be a tricky dance at a crowded table, but it's all part of the fun. Look them in the eye, clink, and enjoy your beer, without any curses. Tipping in the Czech Republic is its own special skill. Don't leave coins on the table. Instead, round up the bill when you pay. If your meal is 280 crowns, say, make it 300. About 10% is normal for good service. This smooth, direct way avoids awkwardness and shows you know the local custom. It's a small detail, but it makes your interaction smoother. Round up, say your total, and you'll look like you know what you're doing. Visiting a Czech home? Take your shoes off at the door, no exceptions. It's a sign of respect and cleanliness, a deep part of their culture. Your host will probably offer you guest slippers or embrace the comfy footwear. It's part of the tradition. This rule applies everywhere, from city apartments to country houses. So, wear nice socks and show you're a thoughtful guest. It's a simple thing that's always appreciated. Here's a cool fact. The word robot was born in the Czech Republic. It first showed up in Karel Čapek's 1920 play, RUR, Rossum's Universal Robots. Robot comes from the Czech word robota, which means forced work. The play imagined artificial people made for work, long before modern robots. The word spread all over the world, changing how we think about technology. So every time you hear robot, remember its Czech beginnings. It shows how creative and lasting Czech ideas are. Public displays of affection? Keep it low-key in the Czech Republic? Holding hands or a quick kiss is fine, but passionate kissing or long hugs are not usually done. Czech people are private and like things to be discreet in public. It's not about being cold, it's just how their culture is. Save the big Hollywood kisses for private moments. Respecting this shows you understand local customs. Let's talk about castles again, because there are over 2,000 in the Czech Republic. Wherever you are, you're probably close to an old building, from the fairy tale Hluboka to the spooky Trotsky ruins. Many are beautifully kept, giving you a peek into how rich people used to live. The variety is amazing: castles with moats, huge palace complexes, and more. History isn't just there, it's everywhere. For castle lovers, this is heaven. Your only problem? Deciding where to start. In the Czech Republic, you get two special days, your birthday and your name day. Each day of the year is linked to traditional Czech names. On your name day, friends and family celebrate with good wishes and small gifts. It's a lovely tradition based on the calendar of saints, but now it's a regular celebration. If you know a Czech person's name, surprise them with a happy name day. It's a charming way to connect with the culture. Here's a super important tip about manners. Don't call it Czechoslovakia. That country split peacefully in 1993 into the Czech Republic and Slovakia. Today they're friendly neighbors but separate countries. Calling a Czech person Czechoslovakian is like calling a Canadian American. Most Czechs will politely correct you, but it's best to get it right. Use Czech Republic or Czechia. It shows respect and that you know what's what. Small detail, big difference. Let's finish at Prague's Old Town Square, home to the world's oldest working astronomical clock. Put in place in 1410, it's an amazing piece of old engineering and art. The clock shows the time, where the sun and moon are, and zodiac signs. Every hour, crowds gather for the Walk of the Apostles, a medieval show. Legend says if the clock is not taken care of, Prague will suffer, so it's lovingly maintained. For visitors, it's a must-see and a direct link to the city's past. Watching the Apostles Parade is a magical, timeless experience. It's the perfect highlight to end your Czech adventure. And that's our super fast trip through the Czech Republic. From castles to clocks, beer to manners, this country is full of surprises. We hope you're excited to put Czechia at the top of your travel list. If you like this guide, please subscribe for more adventures. Your support helps us keep exploring and sharing new places. Until next time, travel safe, stay curious, and keep exploring. Bye for now.